Hey y'all, and today I'm going to show you guys how to fix your PC or laptop if you're having a black screen, you're trying to turn on your PC or like your Windows laptop and it's not turning on. Let's get started. So I have four methods that can help you fix this problem. But method number one. So usually if you're having this issue the most common way to fix it is by pressing Control You want to press Control Windows Shift, and you want to press B2. I'm recording with one hand, so I can't really do that. But Control Shift Windows key, and then you press B, and then what it's going to do is that it's going to reset your graphics card, and this usually in most cases it's going to resolve the problem. Okay, so the second issue may be that you may have to build up of electricity it's actually in your PC or laptop, which is preventing your PC or your laptop from turning on. So I'm gonna show you how to fix it. First off, if you're in the PC you want to go to the back of your PC First, make sure your PC is fully turned off You want to go to the back of your PC, and then you want to unplug the power cable. And then after that you want to hold the power button on your PC for about 15 seconds on just 15 seconds and then after that you then want to plug in the power cable back in again, and then you want to press the power button again, and then hopefully it should turn on. If you're on a laptop like this what you want to do is to first off if you're on a laptop you can remove the battery from your laptop, like an oldest Windows laptop there. I'll say remove the battery first and then all you gotta do is just hold down the power button on your laptop. Hold it down for about 30 seconds Make sure the charger's plugged in, the battery's out If you can remove the battery, and then hold it down for 30 seconds and then plug it in again, and then press the power button again, and then hopefully it should turn on. But if you're on a laptop and you cannot remove the battery then what you want to do is you want to take it off the charger, and then you just want to hold down the power button for about 30 seconds. 30 seconds to 1 minute and then after that that should hopefully resolve the issue with the static electricity. And I have one more tip if you're in a laptop. If you're in a laptop you may not know but most laptops have a reset pin on the back of the laptops. So if you flip your laptop over and you gotta look really carefully. If you flip your laptop over and you flip it around you want to look for a small tiny hole on the back of your laptop. So on my laptop it should be, just lost it. It'll be right here. You see that tiny little hole there So what you want to do is you want to get an earring You want to get a needle or a SIM card tray and you want to push it in there, and then you want to just put it a button down there. So you just want to push it in there a little needle, something like that Push it in there, press hold the button down and then you should it should reset the laptop battery, and then hopefully this will fix the issue. And then also if you have a PC I would say do not put your PC on the carpet. Remember right now my PC is on the carpet, so so it doesn't really sound generous coming from me. But if you have a PC on the carpet it can actually build up static electricity, which can then harm the PC. So I'm going to take off the carpet very sooner. But if you have on the carpet place a cardboard box on the end, or put it up here, or on something that is on the carpet, because that can damage your PC. But that there should resolve most problems But again if you're in the PC another issue that people usually have when they come to me for their PC won't turn on so usually they have their HDMI port plugged into the wrong port. So sometimes when you have a PC you want to plug in your HDMI port or your video port into your motherboard, it's your graphics card. So usually I just want to unplug your HDMI cord that goes into your monitor, and just replug it into the other HDMI port that you'll see on your PC, and then it should plug into your graphics card, and that should fix the issue. And then the last way to fix the issue is that you sometimes you may want to go into your PC itself and then actually unplug the RAM and put it back in or unplug the graphics card and then put it back in because if you have static electricity buildup. But I have a video on how to do that on my channel, so just go to my page and then you can scroll down and then look for that too. But if these tips help you out then like and subscribe. If you have any questions let me know down below. I do fix computers, I repair smartphones too. And I'm sorry for this bad videos. This is something that happened to me quickly. I'm sure you how to fix the issue. But yeah, I hope you have a good day.